Hello, user testing community. It is Mike McDowell once again from the solutions consulting team here at User Testing, back with another tip of the week. Today's tip is unlike anything I've done before in that it's a feature that most of you probably don't have access to. But after UserTesting's merger with UserZoom, it is something that you need to see because it can help you out tremendously, especially if you're the type of person who likes to report things up to your executives. It actually is a really, really great new feature that we can offer you. What I'm talking about today is a feature that is exclusively on the UserZoom platform, and it is called the Quality of Experience Score, or simply the QX score. The QX score is a very simple combination of both behavioral and attitudinal metrics that we collect throughout the study, and we boil it down into one single number for easy assessment. Here's how it works. This is the UserZoom Study Builder. It's the equivalent of the UserTesting Test Plan Builder. It's where we go and define all the tasks for our study. And over to the side here, you can see the Quality of Experience Score, the QX score. And we give you a little bit of information about it, how it's defined, etc. You can see that as I scroll down, this is the attitudinal questionnaire. The behavioral component of the QX score is automatic based on the tasks that are already completed in your study. Navigation tasks make up a big part of the QX score, and this is basically any kind of direction-driven task. Go do this, please find that, etc. But there are other types of tasks that can be incorporated into the QX score, things like click tests. The success and failure of a click test is a huge part of the behavioral component in the QX score. But then you have the attitudinal component, which is a set of survey-style questions that are shown right below. What kind of results do you get with a QX score? Well, let's look at those. Now we're on the results screen, and you can see that up here. Again, very similar to user testing. The QX score is calculated somewhat dynamically here. You can see the scope where it actually is asking me what tasks do I want to include in the QX score. Well, in this case, I've had a navigation task, 2 click tests, and a tree test that are all being aggregated to form my QX score. The top component, behavioral, what they did. And this is about task success. Task 7, there was a very poor success rate versus tasks 4 and 5, which had good success rates. Then we come down to our attitudinal survey questions, and we've got our scores here, which is our usability, trust, appearance, and loyalty. And you can see we're using a top 2 average, which is for the good or very good or the agree or strongly agree. Those scores are averaged here, kind of similar if you're familiar with NPS scoring. It's kind of the way we do it here. You can see 94% of people scored usability in the top 2, which is great. It's a great score, above 90. And trust and appearance are in the goods category, and then the average score for loyalty. As I scroll down just a tick, you are going to see the final score. This is really where everything gets super cool, super easy to understand, especially if you're doing benchmarking. If you run this study and you see you've got a QX score of 73, you make some changes, let's say to bring this loyalty component up or to fix the results of the tree test, and then you run it again in a month and you see you've gone up to 77 or 80, well, that is fantastic. And it's very easy for you to communicate to management how you're doing, the effects of your work. And quite simply, you can just export this as a JPEG, a PNG, or a PDF, and you can share it. So I'll just do this. Here is a very simple JPEG of the QX score. It's got everything. If you want to include this in a report, if you want to include it on a presentation, very simple to get it, extract it, export it from the UserZoom platform, and bring it into whatever communication method you choose. You just paste it in an email if you want. I think you'll agree that this metric, the QX score, is a game changer for a lot of you. It's very simple to use. You really just have to say that you want it, and it automatically does the rest for you. If you don't have access to the UserZoom platform today, I highly recommend that you talk to your customer success manager, you talk to your sales rep, you ask them, how can I get access to this so I can use the QX score? It's a huge, huge advantage when you're trying to communicate your successes and failures when it comes to your customer's experience. That's going to be it for now, but don't worry, I'll be back again in 7 days with another user testing tip of the week.